Remember the time Joe chased Lois all over town and ended up exposing her dark secret? It all started when Lois went to the grocery store with her family, but didn't have enough money for what she wanted, so she decided to steal for the first time. When they got home, Brian noticed something odd about the ham since they didn't have enough money, but Lois claimed it was on sale. Over the next few days, Lois began stealing all kinds of items from the supermarket and other stores, feeling an adrenaline rush from it. Brian found it suspicious how much Lois had suddenly acquired, so he followed her to a store and discovered she was a kleptomaniac. Brian gave her advice, which Lois pretended to accept, even hugging him. Brian thought her problem was resolved, but it wasn't. She kept stealing. One day, Joe saw on the news that a painting worth $100,000 had been stolen. He recognized the painting from Lois's house, so he went to investigate. When he confronted Lois, she got nervous and tried to run, but Joe chased her down, captured her, and exposed her in front of everyone. He took her to jail. The next day, the judge found Lois guilty, and she was sent to prison. This left Lois full of regret, while her house fell into chaos because no one bothered to clean or take care of things without her. Days later, the family visits Lois in prison. Desperate to see her out of that situation, they devise a plan to break her out. The Griffins successfully escape and hide in Chinatown, where they hope no one will find them since they are now fugitives. In their new life, they rent a small house and everyone looks for work to make ends meet, taking on any job they can find. Peter even becomes a sumo wrestler, despite the challenges. Unfortunately, Peter's matches are televised, and Joe sees him on TV, realizing where the Griffins are hiding. Joe heads to Chinatown to track them down. When the family spots him, they panic and flee. A wild chase ensues through the neighborhood and even down into the sewers. Joe, determined to catch them, goes as far as using a military helicopter to pursue them underground. Just as Joe is about to capture them, he nearly falls into a deep chasm. Lois risks her safety to save him. Touched by her selfless act, Joe decides to help Lois clear her name with the justice system. Thanks to his intervention, Lois is pardoned, and the Griffins return home, finally resuming their normal lives.